name is Kieran Lawless. I'm from Ashbourne, County Meath in Ireland, and I'm studying film production and screenwriting. It's my first time living away from home. I was 23 when I left home, and I couldn't wait to move out and have some independence for a change. I thought I was old enough to be living away from home.
My name's Roshan O'Brien. I'm 24 and I'm from Donegal, which is in Ireland. First felt excited about moving away from home. I didn't mind it. I'd been away before and was in Belfast last year for college, so it was no biggie.
Well, I'm Peter O'Brien. I'm 30 years old, from Dublin, and I came over to UCLan to do my final year, my degree in film production. This wouldn't be my first time away from home. I've spent 3 years over in Australia and New Zealand travelling around. A few other crazy trips in the meantime, so I'm well used to living away from home. Yeah, it's been a new experience though, all the same, coming here to England. I've never been to England before for a long time.
It took me a while to get used to it. I didn't settle in at all. I really didn't settle in after Christmas, and at that stage I only knew it only a few months to go, but settling in took me a long time because I am a home bird, and I didn't like it to start off with.
I'm 22 and I'm from Northern Ireland, County Tyrone. I first felt leaving home because I wasn't expecting to come over to England, because I hadn't even replied to my choices in UCLan, and because I wasn't expecting to go, so I was excited. I was scared, but I was excited because I didn't expect to come, and then a last minute decision, just thought, frig it, I'm doing nothing at home, I might as well come and spend a year here to finish off my degree.
I really didn't know what to expect when I first came over. I had an open day here, went to an open day, and I was very impressed by the scale of the university at UCLan. Fantastic facilities in terms of multimedia and film and all that kind of thing. There was great cameras and there was green rooms and just a brilliant scale of amenities compared to Ireland. Ireland is very, very limited when it comes to this industry.
I was a late starter. Left school I finished school when I was 16, and then I did a course for a year, but a secretarial course, and then I took 4 years out and just worked full time. So was 4 years out before I went back into college then, which is 3 years ago now. It was really hard, making the transition from working life, because you were used to the money and just used to buying stuff and everything, and just the lifestyle, and it was a big change from going from that till being a student, but it was a big change as well from actually the boredom side of it at the start, because I just didn't know what does people do with their day.
It was hard leaving my family because my mum, she's sick, she's got MS, and she's not very well. She can't walk properly or anything. So, and she would get real emotional, she would miss me a lot, So it was hard leaving her, not being there if anything happened, that way. And you can't just drive down the road if anything bad happens. You have to get a full flight, so it's sad in that way. I made loads of friends since I came over, Irish and English. We came over with a big group. We had already knew a lot from home, but because we're all living in different halls, we've made different friends, and because taking part in the UCLan teams like football and netball, we've made loads of new friends, and then because of our course, so yeah, I've made loads of new friends.
Hi, I'm Carl. I'm a third year film production student in UCLan. I did my first couple of years in Ireland, and I've just moved over here for a top up. At first it was really tough. I'd never lived away from home before, so all the experiences were new. It's something as simple as not having my washing done for me. That took me a while to get used to. I'd never even cooked a meal, so it was quite difficult, but I think as you settle in a little bit more, you start to enjoy it. I had a girlfriend at home. I've been with her for 4.5 years, so that was really tough. I was used to seeing her every day. She used to just live around the corner from me, and then it's a long distance relationship. You're relying on things like Skype, text messages, and it can put a strain on any relationship, but we found it really difficult. We've managed to see it through so far though.
My name's Niall Craven, I'm 30. I've just come over from Ireland, Galway, to do my last year in UCLan. Obviously, being slightly older is a different experience than a lot of the people I came over with, and a lot of the people that were already here are a lot younger than me. So I suppose it was slightly different, but I think I adapted to it fairly well, and I've enjoyed it so far. I've met loads of really nice people, even though I'm on a slightly different stage of my life. It's all good.
In terms of my personal development, in terms of self-actualization, I think I've gained a lot personally as a person. I think I've bloomed like a flower in spring. I think I've learned what it is that I want as a person, and I've grasped that like a thistle. It stings sometimes, but you know you want it.
Sum it up, I've had the time of my life and I would do it all again in a flash. I've made so many people and so many friends, and it's sad that we're leaving them now and I might never see them again. Future plans is go home and save for 6 months and hopefully go travelling around the world at Christmas time.
Personally, I don't think I struggled at all, but because there's just always a good buzz about and everything, and I wasn't really homesick or that, but academically it had struggled because it was just tough. Like, it is pretty intense, like you're doing nothing for a while, but then it gets intense and you've got work then all of a sudden, like hand-in dates and stuff all together. The overall experience I thought was great. I had a brilliant year, uni-wise and socialising-wise and everything.
Yeah, the whole experience was very much worth it. Like all the pressure and stress that you go through, I'm going to come out with an honours degree. Fingers crossed. But yeah, like back home, I don't think I could have come this far. Here now, there's so much opportunity, and even applying for actors and stuff like that, there's just websites and there's just so many people out there. There's so many organisations that you can get in contact with that are willing to work for almost nothing. So for an aspiring filmmaker, you have all them amenities that you don't have back home.
Don't think I would have changed anything that I would have done before. If anything, I probably would have made my decision before. I only left it the late September to decide to come over here. If I was going back to it, I would have decided earlier on and been more settled instead of going last minute. Whereas if I had been more prepared, I would have maybe got myself more motivated to go over instead of leaving it last minute.
If I was to sum up my experience, I would say it was almost all positive. I've learned a lot over here. Like I've said already, it has been a step up, but I think I've adapted to it and enjoyed it, and I've met a load of good people, and I think it's prepared me well for going into the working world. So yeah, it's been all good.
If I was to sum up my experience in one sentence, I would say, I don't know, man, that's a hard question. Love, life and giving. I don't know. I'd say, if I was to sum up my experience in one sentence, I'd say I've learned more about life than I have about film production. I've learned to live by myself. I've learned to be able to budget a wage. I've learned to cook. I've learned to clean. I've learned how to conduct myself within the industry that I'm trying to go into. So I think I've learned a lot of valuable life lessons, as well as topping up the skills that I already brought with me from Ireland.